Take a deep breath in and gently close your eyes. As you exhale, let go of your day and bring your awareness into your inner space. Relax your body, being calm, neutral, unengaged, and pleased with yourself for giving yourself this opportunity. The fabric of human consciousness is changing, and all that needs healing is raising itself up to be healed. This is why there is so much fear, hatred, blame, anger, and chaos in the world right now, giving us the opportunity to transmute these dense energies, individually and as a collective. We are coming out of a matrix of fear and creating a matrix of love. We have a choice now to pull out of all the old fears, the old ways of separation, the old patterns of fear, lack, guilt, and shame, caused through separation, are energetic. These are passed down through generations of repetition and need to be released energetically. These patterns are held in our DNA. Our DNA is linked to the earth grids. Our chakras and multidimensional cosmos. It holds the whole history of the human race. Our DNA is the love story of creation. DNA strands, earth grids, and platonic solids are all made up of the elements: earth, air, water, fire, and ether. We have been separated from ether, from the fall of consciousness, when we started to create without the light of the Creator, which resulted in losing the mother energy. Scientists call this inactive DNA junk DNA due to lack of understanding, which means we are more likely to turn towards addiction, to externalize everything, to need something outside of ourselves to get a sense of nurturing. The ascension energies present now are helping us to reconnect and restore the junk DNA. Each strand of our DNA connects to a different harmonic universe. Sound is the carrier wave, the frequency transmitter, which helps us transmute our carbon-based DNA to a crystalline one. Enabling us to tune into lighter vibrations. This is especially useful during these challenging times, helping us to break away from old patterns of fear, blame, and guilt. Restoring our capacity to really feel into everything and know who we are instead of going into fear, blame, and denial. To observe instead of react. To be calm in stressful situations. Finding our divine center. To recreate our crystalline structure, enabling us to go within and recognize that we are capable, gracious, compassionate, powerful beings, able to forgive ourselves and others and love unconditionally. Set an intention to transmute all patterns based on fear, separation, and lack that were created unconsciously through you and your ancestral lineage. Have the intention to forgive all loved ones who have passed over, to release them from the energetic ties created at the time of the unconscious act. Our ancestors exist not only in the genes, they pass down through the generations, but also in energetic patterns of thoughts, emotions, illnesses, and karma, which can affect every part of a person's life. Have the intention of clearing all karma and release all the pain created through unconscious energetic patterns. As you embark on your own healing journey, choosing forgiveness, unconditional love, and acceptance of yourself. From this place of well-being, with your intentions, you can enable the healing of your current family, This, however, depends on how open and receptive your family is to change and your ability to hold the space for them to heal by not going into judgment and reaction. This is a tough one, which brings many opportunities to master the healing of our own patterns. Take a deep breath and release, knowing that you are here by choice. Nothing to do, no place to go, just focusing on your breath. You are now learning to manage your own space, keeping your divine center without being pushed around by other people's thoughts, emotions, and demands. Going into reaction, resistance, and judgment will only result in you merging with their energy and creating more disharmony. When you give up your personal power to another, many times you don't consciously remember that you can take it back. Have the intention of taking back your seniority whenever you have given it away. There aren't any bad people in this context, but there is a lot of pain. And pain has many forms of expression. Know that you are not those emotions and thoughts. They are not even yours. There is so much energy from other people in your space about simplicity, being happy, calm, patient, being simple. Make a decision from personal power to be present right now in your space, to be powerful and commanding. Make a decision that there is no reason to avoid any longer, no reason to hide any longer, no reason to apologize any longer. Just decide. Make some decisions so you can feel the relief and you start to become free. Start to get to a place where what you think, what you speak, what you say is exactly where you are. Nothing to apologize or hide from. about one person that you give up your personal power to. And notice if they are in fear of not being adequate, not being strong, not being liked. And as you see that fear, would you notice the fear of hiding in your space? Maybe that fear of hiding is their fear in your space. Notice that it is not even your fear. They resort to controlling you, so you don't see how afraid they are of being alone, not being liked, not being strong, not being good enough. In the process of having you see them in some other way than their fear, that fear makes its way into your space. Be conscious now that this is not even your fear that you are carrying around. Have the intention of removing their fear out of your space. Carrying around other people's fear makes it impossible for either of you to get out of fear. But when one of you get out of fear, the opportunity for the other to get out, to find their freedom, expands. In fact, the more you become strong and hold your space without beating them up, gives them permission to be safe and to get out of their fear. What a great concept! But to get to that place, you have to know the difference between their fear and your stuff. As you begin to master your thoughts and your emotions, and master your space, and find your sense of personal power and seniority, your ability to move to the word compassion increases. When you are in push and shove, anger and resentment and judgment, you can't find compassion. You change the energy when you can see the pain and fear that another person carry around them. Pain is really mostly fear. Most of what we carry around is fear. Fear creates separation and denial. And then you are in pain because you stepped out of your relationship with your higher self, your connection to spirit. Outside of the relationship, with the one you desire to be with. And when you make a separation, you deny yourself the ability to be compassionate. Now, would you look at that person one more time? Just accept them without judgment, from a neutral space. Be aware of where they came from, their story of survival, and ask yourself if you would like to walk in their shoes. You got your own stuff, but when you go into resistance to another person's pain, what you're looking at is what you get to walk around in. Be happy that it is not you that you thought you were. Have the intention to be compassionate from a place of awareness. If they push you away, step back and allow it to be okay, knowing that they are in pain. It's not about you being rejected. It's about them not being able to have you in the fear and pain that they're sitting in. They may want you a lot, but all that fear and pain doesn't allow that. Too many barriers to get through. Feel the relief of this new awareness and like yourself. It was never you, never has been, and never will be. Forgive yourself for creating out of fear and surrender to the healing vibrations to transmute and restore, creating from your divine center. Take a deep breath in and release. Become aware of your heartbeat. Go into your heart chakra and become aware of the golden dot inside your heart. Give the command to the Christed energy residing there with the color of golden green to expand and fill in all those spaces. You just release somebody else's energy. Let this Christed energy travel through time and space and elevate consciousness of ancestors who are still caught in fear and separation, who are earthbound, freeing them into unity consciousness. And the healing will ripple back and forward in time, freeing up your children and your grandchildren, bringing more light into the collective. This is very powerful.
Focusing on your connection with your guides now, very specifically with your guides, and be open not just only to their presence but also to the little nudges that they give you, the little messages that they give you, and go with the flow of the shaman drum as it takes you into a different dimension.